Today, we're going to explore the harsh reality of loneliness in our later years and, more importantly, how we can navigate it with grace and resilience. Now, loneliness isn't just about being physically alone. It's a deeper emotional state that can creep in when we feel disconnected from others, whether we're surrounded by people or not. And as we age, the risk of loneliness increases, due to losing loved ones, friends moving away, or even health issues that limit our ability to socialize. But here's the thing. Being alone doesn't have to mean being lonely. In this video, we'll dive into 3 key areas: understanding the emotional impact of loneliness, practical steps to stay connected, and how to build a fulfilling life even when you're on your own. Let's start with the emotional side of things. Key point 1. The emotional impact of loneliness. Loneliness can feel like a heavy weight on your chest, can't it? It's more than just missing someone. It's a sense of emptiness that can affect your mental and physical health. Studies have shown that chronic loneliness can lead to depression, anxiety, and even worsen conditions like heart disease or dementia. Margaret. After my husband passed, I felt like a part of me was gone. I'd sit in the house all day, just waiting for the phone to ring. It was hard to even get out of bed sometimes. Margaret's story is one we hear often. The loss of a spouse, a close friend, or even a pet can leave a void that's hard to fill. But here's the good news. Acknowledging this pain is the first step toward healing. It's okay to grieve, but it's also important to find ways to move forward. One way to cope is by finding small moments of joy in your day. Maybe it's tending to your garden, listening to your favorite music, or writing in a journal. These little acts of self-care can help you reconnect with yourself and ease the heaviness of loneliness. Key point 2. The importance of staying connected. Now that we've touched on the emotional side, let's talk about staying connected. Humans are social creatures. We thrive on interaction, even if it's just a friendly chat over coffee. But as we age, maintaining those connections can become more challenging. One of the best ways to combat loneliness is by actively seeking out social opportunities. This could mean joining a local senior center, attending community events, or even reconnecting with old friends. And don't underestimate the power of technology. Video calls, social media, and online forums can help you stay in touch with loved ones, no matter where they are. If you're feeling hesitant, start small. Invite a neighbor over for tea, or call a family member just to say hello. These small gestures can make a big difference in how connected you feel. Now that we've explored the emotional impact of loneliness and the importance of staying connected, let's move on to our next section: how to build a fulfilling life, even when you're alone. Welcome back. In the first part of this video, we talked about the emotional toll of loneliness and the importance of staying connected. Now, let's dive into something equally important: how to build a life that feels meaningful and fulfilling, even when you're on your own. Key point 3. Rediscovering your passions. As we age, it's easy to let go of the things we once loved, whether it's due to physical limitations, lack of motivation, or simply feeling like it's too late. But here's the truth. It's never too late to rediscover your passions. Think back to what brought you joy in your younger years. Was it painting, gardening, playing an instrument, or maybe even writing? Revisiting these hobbies can not only fill your time, but also give you a sense of purpose and accomplishment. George. I used to love woodworking, but I stopped when my arthritis got worse. Then my granddaughter gave me a set of small tools, and I started making little birdhouses. It's not the same as before, but it's something, and it makes me happy. George's story is a great reminder that we can adapt our passions to fit our current abilities. Even if you can't do exactly what you used to, there's always a way to tweak it and make it work for you. Key point 4. Embracing learning and growth. Another way to build a fulfilling life is by embracing lifelong learning. Whether it's picking up a new skill, reading books on a topic you're curious about, or even taking an online course, learning keeps your mind sharp and your spirit engaged. Learning something new doesn't have to be complicated. It could be as simple as trying a new recipe, learning a few phrases in a foreign language, or even exploring a new genre of music. The key is to stay curious and open to new experiences. And let's not forget the social aspect of learning. Joining a class or workshop can be a great way to meet like-minded people and form new connections. Finally, let's talk about the importance of giving back. Volunteering or helping others can bring a deep sense of fulfillment and remind you that you're still an important part of your community. I started volunteering at the local food bank after my husband passed. It gave me a reason to get out of the house, and it feels good to know I'm making a difference. Helen's story is a beautiful example of how giving back can transform your life. Even small acts of kindness, like mentoring a young person or helping a neighbor, can create a ripple effect of positivity. Now that we've explored how to rediscover your passions, embrace learning, and give back, let's move on to our final section: practical steps to create a life of joy and connection, even after 80. Welcome to the final part of our conversation. So far, we've talked about the emotional impact of loneliness, the importance of staying connected, and how to build a fulfilling life. Now, let's wrap things up with some practical steps you can take to create a life of joy and connection, even after 80. Key point 5. Creating a routine that works for you. One of the best ways to combat loneliness is by creating a daily routine that includes activities you enjoy and opportunities to connect with others. This doesn't have to be rigid, just a loose structure to give your day purpose and direction. For example, you might start your day with a morning walk, followed by a phone call to a friend, and then spend the afternoon working on a hobby. The key is to balance solitary activities with social ones, so you're not spending too much time alone. Robert: I used to feel lost after retiring, but now I have a routine that keeps me busy. I walk my dog in the morning, meet my friends for coffee, and spend the evenings reading or watching my favorite shows. It's simple, but it works for me. Robert's routine is a great example of how small, consistent habits can make a big difference. The key is to find what works for you and stick with it. Key point 6. Leveraging technology to stay connected. In today's world, technology can be a powerful tool for staying connected. Whether it's video calls with family, joining online communities, or even taking virtual classes, there are so many ways to bridge the gap when you can't be together in person. If you're not tech-savvy, don't worry. There are plenty of resources to help you get started, from tutorials to tech support hotlines. And remember, it's never too late to learn something new. Finally, let's talk about the importance of self-compassion. It's easy to be hard on yourself when you're feeling lonely, but remember, you're not alone in this. Many people your age are going through similar experiences, and it's okay to ask for help when you need it. Conclusion: a message of hope. As we wrap up, I want to leave you with this thought. Being alone after 80 doesn't have to mean being lonely. By staying connected, rediscovering your passions, and creating a routine that works for you, you can build a life that's rich in joy and meaning. Remember, small changes can lead to big improvements in your health and happiness. And if you're feeling stuck, reach out to a friend, a family member, or even a professional. You don't have to do this alone. Thank you for joining me today. I'd love to hear your thoughts. What steps have you taken to combat loneliness? Share your experiences in the comments below, and let's continue this important conversation together.